You are cringe. Dude, I'm already a VTuber and a storytime animator. I embrace the cringe. Welcome to the Mind Palace. My name is Spywi, and it's about time we do another Q&A video. It's been a little bit since I've posted a Q&A video, and a lot has changed. I've hit 100,000 followers on TikTok, I've hit almost 13k subs on YouTube, and I've slowly been posting more and more animations. And since we've gotten so many followers since the last time we did this, I figured we should do another one of these videos to catch people up on the channel. Some of these questions are from my Discord server, some have been asked thousands of times on TikTok, and it's starting to get a bit overwhelming. But before we start, just a quick reminder to like and subscribe if you have not already done so. It helps me stay relevant in the algorithm and make sure that other people see my videos too. Thank you so much in advance. What is your anime about? The series is called Welcome to the Mind Palace. It's sort of like a mashup of storytime animation, Inside Out, the webtoon Yumi Cells, and Sandersides from Thomas Sanders. It's basically telling stories of my life, showing things that happen in my life, and then you get to see inside of my head on how I process thoughts, emotions, memories, or how my brain sees the world. Each of the characters are like little subsections of my personality, thoughts, emotions, and feelings, such as compassion, serenity, anxiety, ego, and more. Each of the characters also has a little icon companion that's sort of like a power charger and a cute pet. If you're asking about the genre of anime, it's literally telling my life stories, so you could say it's slice of life with a little bit of fantasy mixed in. How are you making the anime? What apps or programs are you using? I do all the storyboarding, animations, coloring, and anything animation-wise using Clip Studio Paint on the iPad Pro. This video is not sponsored by them, I just really like using Clip Studio Paint. I also use other apps like Procreate for storyboarding and sketching, Obsidian for script writing, Notion for project management, and Google Drive for collaborating and working with my team of animators and voice actors. Do you need voice actors or animators? As I've stated in the last section, I already have a team of animators and voice actors. There are currently no open spots available, so please stop asking. A lot of my fan base is already annoyed at the thousands of kids commenting, asking if I need voice actors, when they've already commented on a video that says that I don't need voice actors, so please chill, guys. How many hours do you put weekly into working on the anime? Honestly, I spend most of my week doing my full-time job, and then I spend anywhere from 3 to 8 hours a night just working on my animations. It's not just animating though, I'm also in charge of writing scripts, doing revisions, collaborating and working on emails, sending out projects and scenes for people to animate, and organizing my Notion and my Google Drive so that my team knows the status of each project and can access all the files that they need. Weirdly enough, there's a subsection of people that seem to think that I spend most of my time on TikTok, and they complain and say that I should go back to working on the anime, which again is weird since I spend 3 to 8 hours a night working on the anime. But honestly, if I were to sum it up, I really only spend like 1% of my time on TikTok, and that 1% allows me to grow my fan base. And it's the reason that my Introducing Aggression animation outperformed pretty much all of my other animations in the first day alone. Like it or not, I gotta use TikTok as part of my time working on the anime. It's not like I spend 0 hours animating, right? Will people you know or used to know IRL be in the anime because this anime is about your life, or will it be inside your world only? Just like storytime animators like Jaden Animations or The Odd Ones Out, my stories will feature real people from my life. Obviously, names and details are changed for privacy reasons. It's like Yumi Cells or Inside Out, where half the story takes place in my head, and the rest shows the real-life actions caused or affected by my mind palace. What gave you inspiration to start your anime? Like I mentioned, I started off as a storytime animator. I love telling stories, and I love to draw, so naturally I started to learn how to create these amazing storytime animation videos. But unfortunately, the storytime boom sort of died down, and a lot of my friends were either quitting YouTube or dropping off the face of the internet. So I wondered, how can I continue to create content while also rebranding myself so that I can improve my art style? I love anime, and I love telling stories, and so I created a video where I turned my storytime format into an anime format, and the rest was history. How long do you want the anime to air? Just as long as you can, or do you have a set number of seasons in mind? At the very least, I want to release a pilot episode and a bunch of short animations. I'm not at the point where my team can release fully animated seasons like Japanese studios can, but ideally I'd like to work on this for at least 1 season after the pilot, and we'll see where it goes. I have enough life stories to technically fill out 4 seasons of my show just on romance alone, and if I wanted to be specific, I could technically fill out a whole bunch more if I wanted to expand outside of romance, but let's wait until I ramp up production on the pilot before we start thinking that far ahead. Out of curiosity, if a producer from Netflix or Crunchyroll were to approach you and wanted to make your show into a streaming anime, would you do it? I've stated this in my TikTok videos at least a dozen times, but I would honestly refuse. I don't care how much money they would try to pay me, I would honestly refuse. I want to tell my life story the way that I want to, free from the burdens of making money or having the corporate bigwigs trying to change my story to make it more marketable. I get it, there are big shows like Has Been Hotel or Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared that started from YouTube, but I'm not them. Money and fame are not the goal here. I'm doing this for me. This is my passion project. Also, I don't have the magic button, quote unquote, to upload something to Netflix or Crunchyroll. There's a lot of legal and marketing influence and a lot of money that you need in order to even pitch a show to Netflix. And that's not even a guarantee, that's just to pitch the show to Netflix. I get it, I should be flattered that people think that I'm somewhat Netflix worthy, but in all honesty, I don't think people really understand just how hard it is to actually put something on Netflix or Crunchyroll. Do you have a GoFundMe or Kickstarter, or is this fully self-funded? Following off the heels of the previous question, I do not have a GoFundMe or a Kickstarter. I do have a Patreon, but I really only have 2 or 3 people that are on it as of this recording. I'm fully using my own money to pay for everything from Clip Studio Paint subscription to my iPad, my rent, my internet, my electricity, my laptop. I'm using my own money to fund my passion project. If you guys do want to support me financially, there are a bunch of links in my description, such as my Patreon or my Ko-fi link that you can look at. Weird question, but what do you use as your iPad screen protector? Well, I am glad you asked. Ever since I started using my iPad to make my animations, I've used paper-like screen protectors. It's optimized to create the ideal amount of friction for extended drawing or animating sessions, and it makes my line art super accurate. I absolutely hated the feeling of smooth glass on my Apple Pencil. It always felt like my hands were super shaky, and I wanted to go back to drawing on my paper sketchbook. I even returned my expensive screen drawing tablet because I just didn't like the way that the screen felt while drawing on it. True story. I've used paper-like products for almost 5 years now, and in that amount of time I've used it so much that it just feels natural. Honestly, I've pressed and sketched and swiped super hard with the Apple Pencil, like full force, and not once did my Apple Pencil ever break or wear down. In fact, the only times I've had to change my Apple Pencil tip was when I dropped my pen too many times on hard surfaces or from my previous glass screen protector. Again, I've animated and drawn for over 5 years on this iPad with the paper-like screen protector, and my pen tip is still almost brand new. So, if you want to check out Paperlike's products for yourself, check out the link in the description or use the coupon code spywismindpalace at checkout. I earn a commission every time someone purchases using my link or my code, so if you want to support the channel, that is one of the ways that you can do so. Thank you guys so much for watching, it really means the world to me. If you'd like to see more, you can check out the playlist of my currently released animations, or you can check out this video where my voice acting team and I are reacting to your fan art. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.